Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack here, and I want to show you this piece of news from La Jornada. This website is work from what I read through this article, so you will understand what we are coming to. So, members of the LGBT community break into Congress, they are 9 injured.
No manches.
Just look, they breach, uh, start attacking the security staff. Just insane. In a public building from the government. And when they are inside, they attack this guy who had a extinguisher, and then it was full violence. Look,
Todo porque hace un par de semanas presenté una iniciativa.
so this woman actually did something right, and I'm going to better explain you through this article. So, Mexico City, the interruption of members of the LGBT to the headquarters of the Congress of Mexico in City Mexico City, sorry, left several people injured, two hospitalized, broken glass, and graffiti against the speech of the deputy America Lorenzana, who belongs to the most conservative, and there you go, very far left. Always want to say something like super conservative with this nonsense. So you'll get the idea that yeah, Mexico has a lot of woke sites like this. Uh, of the National Action Party, PAN, or in Spanish is Partido Acción Nacional, and that in 2021 signed the controversial letter with the far-right Spanish party Vox. Yeah, party Vox. They had it. They don't. I don't know. I hear some Vox have some walk, and then someone from the right. It's just insanity. Like I mentioned it before, Spain, since it's part of the European Union, you could guess you can only have left and further left. So let's continue. The initiative that Rangel presented last week to punish gender change surgeries and the hormonization of minors seeking to change their gender with jail. So yeah, she wants to prevent kids be dragged to the LGBT agenda and get their genitals and their whole bodies mutilated by in the name of these fucking organizations grooming kids. So that's it. She want to make a law that they protect kids, prevent these fuckers going to kids and makes them go to this fucking nonsense. More nonsense. Evilness is evil. Mutilating children is evil. You you cannot make this up. So they went mad because they don't want kids mutilating themselves to this whole LGBT agenda. So they went to the only resource they have: violence and attacking and crying. So two Transformers, of course, the Transformers, who managed to enter the lobby, got into a fight with security personnel, like as you everyone saw with the video, if you're watching this, who had to use fire extinguishers to disperse them. A congressional security element was left with an injured foot, while on one of the young women named Veronica Samano, who maintained that she was repressed for demonstrating. Of course, repressed. So now they changed the word trafficking, the word repress. the toxic masculinity. They keep changing definitions of existent words to fit their own arguments that though actually are just dog shit. Show the blows of her legs. Outside, another group of non-conformist troops stands at the windows facing the office of the PEN parliamentary group while a young man painted the legend Get Out of America, Rangel. You're seeing this? And Mexicans didn't want to acknowledge that we are infected, but I start to see some little group of persons are actually seeing that we are infected by the woke mindset. Wokeness is here. And of course, the only thing they know to this wokeness is using fascism to attack someone who disagree with their evil plans. On a door near the Congress, this caused panic. Deputies, among them Rangel herself, to have to take refuge in office on the second floor. The deputy is on the most active of social networks where she usually calls those who are in favor of citizens' rights quote unquote progressive. Since the previous legislature, she has shown her opposition to transgender shelters, which I agree. I absolutely agree. Uh, Of course, and now some people I never respected some since they are just fucking corrupt, these politicians in Mexico. But to think someone actually think of doing something right for once, like protect children from mutilating their bodies, and they go in those runs, man, yeah, just like in the U.S. Like with the abortion and how with Kyle Rittenhouse and the whole that fucking fentanyl criminal who died of a heart attack. Man, uh, uh, everyone, if you're watching this video, this is not a sent from the US. This is not a sent from Spain. This is not a sent from Latin America as a whole. Because socialism, Marxism, and fascism are just piled up in just one word wokeness. He was recently in a program with the publicist Carlos Alasraqui where he posted his initiative against the physical change of gender in minors. So there you have it. They, they for once they want to protect kids, and these groups already know it. So they want to stop it through violence because that's the only tool they have. Suspend session. While the president of the board of directors, Fausto Zamorano, decreed a recess of the session to resolve the problem, personnel from the Secretariat of City Security covered with shields and helmets stood on the steps to protect the main access doors. Well, that didn't work. Deputies and the staff from the local legislative branch agreed that brawl of this type had never happened in Congress. Well, there's always a first time. In this regard, the coordinator of Morena, Marta Avila, warned that criminal complaints will be filed against whoever is responsible for the damage caused to the building. Oh yeah, they arrested three, and I saw in the news yesterday, they arrested three fuckers. And I'm glad they get what they fucking deserve. Fuck around and find out. Later, it was reported that two members of the production area were admitted to the Angeles Hospital and that another six suffered various injuries that did not require hospital care. Due to these facts, the board of directors suspended the session because there were no conditions to continue with the sessions. The work will be resumed this Wednesday. So, yeah, That's pretty much it. So the LGBT want to group kids and mutilate their bodies. Don't allow it. Protect your children, Mexicans, because even if the government, well, at least some politicians want to do something, the job is in your fucking hands, not them. So start fighting, start fighting, and then this fucking smoke screen with the wokeness and progressive mindset will fall off and it will vanish. I can assure you, you just need to fight. So that's pretty much everything. Uh, have a good day and keep this in mind. They don't know how to stop, so if you want this to stop, you need to start saying no. Enough is enough.